Quade Cooper's bold vision. Could a radical law change transform rugby forever? Former Wallaby playmaker Quade Cooper has sparked fresh debate in the rugby world after proposing a bold new law designed to make the game faster, more exciting, and less reliant on stoppages. Known for his creativity on the field and his willingness to challenge convention, Cooper's latest idea has divided opinion among fans, pundits, and players alike. At 37 years old, the former international fly half has turned his attention to how rugby union could evolve to better suit the modern game and attract a wider audience. Taking to social media, Cooper outlined a concept aimed at reducing dead time and encouraging more continuous, attacking rugby. A vision to speed up the game. Cooper's central idea is rooted in one key objective: reduce stoppages and increase the flow of play. His proposal focuses specifically on one of the most common causes of interruption in rugby, the knock-on. In the current laws of the game, a knock-on typically results in a scrum to the opposition. While scrums are an essential and traditional part of rugby, they can also slow down the pace of matches and, at times, frustrate viewers looking for fast-paced action. Cooper suggested a radical alternative. One idea I had, hear me out, he said. To encourage more offloads and reduce the number of rucks, what if when a team knocks the ball on, they're not allowed to touch it next, which currently results in a scrum? If they do, it's a long arm penalty. Under this system, the team responsible for the knock-on would effectively be penalized by losing immediate access to the ball, but without the need for a scrum to reset play, encouraging continuous play and attacking rugby. The essence of Cooper's proposal is to reward the non-offending team with immediate possession and the ability to play quickly. By removing the need for a scrum, the game would flow more freely, potentially leading to more attacking opportunities and less structured play. The idea with this would be to limit the amount of dead time in the game by reducing the need for a scrum. Cooper explained that in practical terms, the opposing team would be granted first rights to the ball following a knock-on. This means they could immediately pick up the loose ball and continue play, encouraging quick thinking and fast decision-making. Cooper believes this could open up new tactical possibilities and reward teams willing to take risks in attack. They can pick it up and play immediately with a backward pass, he said. Or if they want to slow it down, it could work similar to an AFL mark and you have 10 seconds to resume play or it's a turnover again. The reference to the Australian Football League, AFL, mark highlights Cooper's intention to borrow concepts from other sports to improve rugby's pace and entertainment value. By introducing a time limit for restarting play, teams would be encouraged to act quickly or risk losing possession. A game that rewards speed and creativity at its core, Cooper's proposal aims to shift the balance of rugby towards speed, creativity, and fluidity. By reducing stoppages and limiting set-piece resets, the game would become more open, chaotic, and unpredictable. The goal is simple, Cooper stated. Reward teams that want to play fast, create more chaos, and reduce stoppages. For fans who enjoy high-tempo, attacking rugby, the idea could be seen as a welcome evolution. However, for traditionalists who value the strategic and physical elements of the game, such as scrums and structured play, the proposal raises important questions, concerns about risk and strategy. As with any proposed rule change, Cooper's idea has not gone unchallenged. Rugby is a sport deeply rooted in strategy, territory management, and controlled phases of play. Altering a fundamental aspect like the knock-on could have far-reaching consequences. One concern raised by commentators is that the change could inadvertently discourage attacking play. If the risk of losing possession becomes too high, teams may become more conservative rather than more expansive. Rugby journalist Jamie Lyle weighed in on the discussion, highlighting potential unintended consequences. I like the principle of the offending team not being able to kill play after they knock on, Lyle said. But would you discourage ambition and risk-taking in attack if you increase potential sanction for an error? He also suggested that teams might adapt by using tactical kicking more frequently to force knock-ons and regain possession in favorable positions. Might also lead to even more box/contestable kicks to try and force knock-ons. He added, this highlights a key challenge in rugby lawmaking. Every change can create new strategies, some of which may counteract the original intention. A strong defense of the traditional game. Not everyone is convinced that radical change is the answer. Some fans and commentators argue that rugby's complexity and structure are what make it unique and engaging. One supporter of the current format expressed a strong preference for maintaining the integrity of the game. "I'll be damned if I let the opposition have first rights to anything that's contestable," they said. "A lot of players would concede the penalty and slow down the game." This viewpoint reflects a broader concern that simplifying or speeding up the game too much could strip away some of its strategic depth. Another commenter compared rugby to a game of chess, emphasizing the importance of tactical diversity. "Rugby union is like a game of chess. There are many ways to win a game. Let's keep it that way," they said. "Let's not change it into a totally new sport." For many fans, rugby's appeal lies in its balance between physicality, strategy, and skill. Changing the laws too drastically could risk altering the essence of the sport. Evolution through the years. Despite the debate, it's important to recognize that rugby has never been a static game. Over the decades, numerous law changes have shaped the modern version of the sport, from the introduction of the 50:22 kick rule to adjustments in tackle laws and ruck interpretations. Governing bodies like World Rugby have continually experimented with new ideas to improve the game. Some changes have been widely praised for enhancing the flow and safety of matches, while others have been met with criticism or later revised. This ongoing evolution is a natural part of any sport striving to remain relevant and engaging. Cooper's idea, while unconventional, fits into this broader tradition of innovation. Whether or not it is adopted, it contributes to an important conversation about how rugby can continue to evolve in the modern era. Balancing tradition and innovation. One of the central challenges facing rugby administrators is finding the right balance between preserving tradition and embracing innovation. The sport's history and identity are deeply tied to its structure, set pieces, and physical contests. At the same time, modern audiences often prefer faster, more dynamic sports with fewer stoppages. In an era where entertainment value is increasingly important, there is pressure on rugby to adapt. Cooper's proposal highlights this tension. By suggesting the removal of scrums following knock-ons, he is challenging one of the game's most iconic elements in favor of a more fluid and continuous style of play. Could this idea ever become reality? While Cooper's suggestion has generated significant discussion, it remains just that, a suggestion. There is no indication that governing bodies are actively considering such a dramatic change to the laws of the game. However, ideas like this play an important role in shaping the future of rugby. They encourage dialogue, spark debate, and force stakeholders to think critically about how the sport can improve. Even if Cooper's specific proposal is never implemented, the underlying goal, making rugby faster, more exciting, and more accessible, will likely continue to influence future law changes. Final thoughts. Quade Cooper has once again proven that he is not afraid to think differently. His proposed law change is bold, controversial, and undeniably thought-provoking. By challenging the status quo, he has reignited a conversation about the direction of rugby and how the sport can evolve to meet the demands of modern audiences. While opinions remain divided, one thing is certain: rugby will continue to evolve, just as it always has. Whether through small adjustments or radical ideas like Cooper's, the game will keep adapting in its ongoing quest to balance tradition with innovation. For now, the debate continues, but so does the game.